Hello, World of Tank Blitzers. It's Littlefinger. Happy Friday, December 10th, and that means time for another store review. I've got the AMX Xmas pulled up here. You almost have to zoom in to see this thing. 65 kilometers per hour. This is the Battle Pass tank for this month. I've had some extraordinarily fun games in it already, and I will share those with you a little bit later. But first, I wanted to mention that I am going to be giving away a Fury as part of this video. And that is because Blitz has given me the opportunity to do gifting. All right, now this is going to come with one condition on your part. So let me pull up here the inside workings to my small YouTube page. Yes, you know, I am at 13,728 subscribers. I'm not huge, but I'm not tiny either. I consider myself still to be a very small YouTube page. So what does that mean exactly? Well, I'm only making $150 a month, guys, and you know the amount of time that I put into keeping this channel running. But $4 for one video, and this is one of my more popular videos that gets over 1,000 views, and you know most of my videos only get about 300-400 views, and I only get 5 new subscribers out of that video. And so I'm going to make a push here to try to increase my subscriber numbers and do some giveaways in return. So what does that look like exactly? Of those 1,100 people that watched that store review November 12th, 488 of them were not subscribed. So what I'm trying to do here is to incentivize you guys to hit that subscribe button now and leave a comment down below with your in-game name and your server region. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be NA or EU because those are the only 2 regions that I have accounts on. I may look at opening accounts on the other regions just to continue doing these giveaways and making it fair for everyone. But what I'm looking for out of this video is to get 35 subscribers, okay? I don't think that is out of the realm. That's less than 10% of those people that are not subscribed currently watching this video. So if this video gets 35 subscribers, which I can come in here and I can just look and see how many subscribers it's given me, then I will give away the Fury. All right, so let's head back on over to the store and continue the weekly store review. And sorry guys, I was on vacation last week, so that's why there was no update. Battle Pass, hey, look, one of the best deals going out there. You're going to get over 3,000 gold plus the AMX, which looks to be like a really fun tank, and it's got a pretty neat little camo on it once you get to, I think it's level 75 or somewhere close to the end there. Obviously, the Battle Pass is really good for those that come to the game every day and complete most of your missions. You don't have to complete every mission in order to get to level 80, but you need to complete probably most, and certainly all of the big point ones. We have a lockbox offer. Let me just jump over into the storage section here, and we'll pull up this lockbox. And you can see you can get them just for winning battles during the day. But the primary tank of this is the AMX M454, only a 3% drop chance. What I thought was interesting, and the reason that I'm pointing this out, seems like they have slid in the Cannon Dassault TD. I have not seen this tank for sale in the store before, and to have it as part of certificates of a lockbox, a little kind of sneaky, I thought. Obviously, we would have normally seen that go straight to containers for the first time it goes for sale. So I'm not a huge fan of the lockboxes. Yeah, you can get pretty lucky and get those tanks, but obviously with only a 3% drop chance, you have to open up a lot of boxes in order to get the tank that you're looking for. All right, let's see if there's any other deals here. I'll talk about the tanks a little bit later. So let's go through the resources real quick. Again, these are good deals provided that you've already spent your 2 times bonuses in the gold section. You're like, let's take this $100. You're going to get 100 days, 42,500 gold, which is only 425 gold per dollar. So that's not a strong conversion rate in my opinion. But if you've spent those 2x's and you can only get 350 out of it, then it does become a little bit better deal. So I would avoid these unless you're really looking to get some gold, and you've already bought all of the other gold bundles in the game. I'm staying away from any booster packs. We've got a couple here, 20 bucks, 6,000 gold. Let's see. It's only 300 gold per dollar, guys. These are not good deals. I should have been able to do that in my head a little bit faster. But, yeah, just remember, when you're looking at buying things in the store, you know, you really want to look at the gold to dollar conversion, because what they end up doing, like they've done with me, is I'm sitting at 204,000 gold, and then they keep putting stuff in the store only for dollars in my case, and so I'm forced to spend that, and my gold keeps accumulating, and then you forget how much really the gold is worth. And then that's how they get you to spend more money on gold. But I really wish the gifting program would allow me to gift things for gold, because I'd like to be able to spend some of this gold. Certainly credits and free XP, I'd love to be able to gift those. But alas, it is just for those that have dollars associated with them. And we'll get to that here in a second. Don't forget, I'm giving away the Fury if this video gets 35 subscribers for me. All right, so PZB2. I believe that this tank here has priority matchmaking, so you're always top tier, but this gun doesn't pen hardly crap. It's super slow. Outside of that, you're going to get a collect them all container that's going to have a 5% drop chance of getting you an additional tank, and at least 250 to 500 gold on top of, if you decide to go ahead and sell this for 1,500 gold, making this not that bad of a deal if you go ahead and buy the tank, play it, sell it. Okay. Profitable Chinu Kai. This tank, I mean, I know this tank has a lot of positive vibes in the game. People talk about it. Yes, it does make good credits. It has a very high credit coefficient. But for me, it is a little bit too slow. The gun takes a little bit too long to reload. And, I am just not a fan of this gun. I don't think it's worth the hype that it's been hyped up to. And to be honest, certainly not worth 10,000 gold. It's a tier 5 tank. For goodness sake, guys. You can get 2 heavy tanks here for 7,500 gold. And they're selling the Chinu Kai for 10,000. I think you'd be disappointed, guys, if you do buy the Chinu Kai and you're like, wow, this is just an average tank. But anyway, moving on. The VK 16801P really is for collectors, in my opinion. If you want a tank like this, play the VK 100. It does start teaching you how to play up the mouse line, I guess, with very similar angles to the mouse. But the problem is you just can't hide this damn hatch up top. And so it's a very easy tank to pen. Tankenstein was good when it first came out, and I think all other tanks have just been buffed around it, and it's been power crept, to be honest with you guys. Interestingly enough, the tank does have 2 different guns that you can choose from, which is very unique as far as a collector tank goes. So kind of a fun bundle if you're a collector of tanks, but certainly no tank in there what I say is overpowered. You can get the tank by itself for 6,500, and interestingly enough, they're not selling the Tankenstein by itself. Now, the Fury. This is the tank that I'm going to be giving away if we get 35 subscribers to this tank. So remember, guys, go down below, leave a comment with your server and your in-game name. The way this works is you have to be on my friends list for this to go through. So I'll reach out to you, put you on my friends list, and make the transaction that way. Why I like this and why I chose this one, number one, it's a cool tank, right? It moves so well, the gun's great on it, and it just looks great. Plus, you're going to get 30 days of premium time, and that, I think, is going to help you earn those credits and grind those tank lines, and I just think that that right there is a solid value onto this really interesting tank. The Emil 1951. At first, when I first got this, you know, I was expecting it to be like the Tech Tree tank, and the armor on the turret is just horrendous compared to the Tech Tree variant. Now, it has much greater pen, and it has much more mobility than the Tech Tree tank. But with it being an auto loader, it does struggle because of its slowness in order to, you know, hide it while you're going through that painfully long reload. But still a fun tank, looks cool, and also going to make you some nice credits in it. The T-44 Bravery. I brought this out last night just to play around with it, and I forgot how mobile this tank is. So if you like mobile tanks, it sits at tier 7. It's got a real nice gun on it. And it's brought back some memories of, you know, me grinding my first medium line all the way through the T-54 up to the Object 140. It's a tank that I love to begin with, and still do love these type of tanks. I love the mobility, being able to just get around the map and relocate and you know, do damage. So it's a tank that requires some good map awareness. Not going to bounce a lot of shots with it. Then again, it's a medium. But hey, it is a lot like some of the Tech Tree tanks, so keep that in mind. T-34 1776. You know, I had to take a deep breath here. Obviously, it's exactly like the other T-34, so if you already have it as a premium tank, all you're doing is getting a different skin. Very much like the T-32 in the game, not quite the same armor, bigger gun. It's going to troll you a lot more, and that's why I reluctantly, you know, kind of take a sigh when I see this tank. This tank could be so good, but with a long reload and a gun that just misses more than it should, it's a tough tank to play, in my opinion. Object 260. My review, if you missed it, came out this morning on this tank. I've really enjoyed this tank, but it is nothing like an IS-7. A lot more like the IS-8 with its strong mobility and lack of armor. But I've had fun. And the bundle, just to reiterate, comes with 5 mystery boxes. You have order here. Once you win 50 battles in 10 days, you get another 5. So there's a chance you can get some gold back on this deal because it is kind of expensive at 25,000 gold, or you could get a tank, 40% chance if you get all 10 of those crates. So keep that in mind. The Object 260 by itself, 20,000 gold, seems pretty steep. So I'm thinking this bundle here just seems better. T-54 Mod 1. 6,000 gold is a good price for this tank. This is a tank you really can brawl in as a medium tank, unlike the previous T-3485 or T-4485. This tank is a lot slower and has had a lot more armor up here, but from my recollection, it does suffer from pen issues. So you do have to shoot a little bit more premium in order to get those shots to go in. And obviously it does not have that mobility to really get around the battlefield like a typical medium does. It's more of a heavy medium in my opinion. But certainly a very strong tank that will catch a lot of unsuspecting people off guard with how strong the armor is. Invisible Menace here. We've got the ISU 122S. Nice frontal armor here. It's going to bounce a lot of shots, but this gun certainly trolls me. I'm not sure other people here. I actually prefer the ISU 122S. I feel, I don't know statistically if it is or not, I feel like the gun is more accurate on that tank. But the downside here is you've got two TDs, very similar play style. Kind of cool. They're starting to throw in some attachments on these 15 5X boosters for both of them, and a really good price here of $6,500 gold. But keep in mind, those are tier 7 tank destroyers. You can buy them individually down here. And we'll skip down here to the Churchill tier 6. It's just too slow for me, guys, but if you like the heavy tank, 2,500 gold is a nice price for it. I'm going to get you 14 days of premium time, so the tank there is really cheap when you throw that in. So here we are back with the gold here. So I have bought a couple of these gold bundles, and so you'll see that my gold to dollar ratio is not as good. So I bought the $100 one. So this right here is 375 gold per dollar, whereas this one still has the 2X attached to it. So we're at much higher here, 5,400 gold for only $75. So the best place to come for gold first is to use up these 2X. Once you use them up, then they're gone for good. Premium time. I always talk about premium time being important because it's going to help you gain those necessary credits and XP in order to grind new tanks. Don't forget, guys, to come in here every day, open up these containers if you're like me and have way too much credits on your hand that you don't know what to do with. I always come in here and purchase the 3 containers for 65,000 credits just to build up my booster, you know, just because I have nothing else to spend the almost 300 million credits there. So Chinu Kai is in a container. I might use this as a giveaway a little bit later if this video goes well, and if this video gets me those 35 subscribers that I'm looking for, because you're going to get 2,500 gold out of this tank, or you're going to get the Chinu Kai for only $5. So I'm going to save this one for a giveaway. Maybe what I'll do is I'll play my Chinu Kai because I still haven't aced it, see if I can get an ace in it, and then we'll do a giveaway on that as well. And I'm going to skip over all of these black boxes. I hope no one's spending $100 on 75 black boxes. That's just insane. Yeah, we've talked about these boxes ad nauseum. Not going to do it anymore. So, guys, looking for 35 subscribers out of this video, leave a comment down below with your username and your server. I will send you a friend request if and when we hit the winner, and I'll send you the Fury. What could be wrong about that, guys, right? We're getting in the holiday spirit. We're trying to boost up our subscriber count on our channel, and we're trying to get more people converted to subscribers, and that's what we're doing here today. So hope you enjoyed the content. Hope I earned your subscription, and of course, guys, have fun out there. Stay safe, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.